Hello and welcome back. I'm bballjo and this is Farm Sim 22 on Wola, Brudnowska. It is a very early morning and we are just starting to cultivate and a little off kilter, but that's okay because, well, things need to get done and on a farm there are no, what do you say, shifts? You either get it done or you don't, and you better get it done. So last night was really late, and today is really early. It's just how things are working here. This is one of the first contracts. It's a relatively big field. I didn't know there are fields of this size on this map, but it's really nice to see that they are here. Now, does this mean I should have gone with the bigger cultivator? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe definitely. I am not sure, but we are here now, so we can get this done. I would like to consider. Ooh, I thought I could run around here, but that's not a thing because there is a big little creek. Big little creek. There's a little creek behind us, and that will make driving straight down there a little more complicated than I want it to be. Let's line this up a little nicer. I don't have GPS. I don't need that, but that's fine. No, I was considering maybe getting a second tractor. We have 23,000. Can we get a second cultivator out there? Probably not, to be honest. Let's not go crazy. But having a second tractor would be nice because it would enable us to do more. Last time I did say I wanted to use a worker for just probably cultivating or fertilizing. Either way, having a second tractor out there would be nice. But then the fertilizer worker was worthless because they were not doing what they were supposed to do. And too bad, because now we're here. I think on this side of the field I can do what I want to do with the drive off the field because it's just a dirt road. Nobody cares. Normal tractors do this too. So this is fine. Let's make sure that we go up to the edge. That looks good. Lift this up, and I'm going to go out to the edge here because the field is a little trapezoid. Is that the right name? I think it is. It's a little bit trapezoidal, and we want to turn back onto the shorter edge of the field because then the turn will be less degrees, or less than 90 degrees instead of more than 90 degrees. And 90-degree turns are not the most favorite thing to do for tractors, let me tell you that. But look at this, we're already making pretty good progress, and that makes me relatively happy. I will say 20%. 3 laps, 20%, so we need 5 times more, so we need 15 laps. Is it laps? Rows. Let's go with rows. I think that's more appropriate. 15 laps. Yeah, that's not bad. I think that should be done pretty quickly. I have no idea how long the other field is going to take, but that's not a problem because we're going to get it done, we're going to get paid, and then we have to figure out what we do next. We still have some money. After these cultivating jobs, we're not going to have that much more money, but we should figure out how we're going to proceed after this. So. As you can see, the contract was already finished here, and I wouldn't say I'll always complete everything, but it feels like this is a pretty big strip to leave open, and it's only costing me a little bit of gas, so may as well complete the whole thing, and not just most of the whole thing, and life is better. I think for the next job, I'll just let a worker do the best job that they can do. We'll see how well that goes. I don't know, because I'm itching for some big baling. I saw one contract yesterday, which was still September, so it's still the same season technically. I hope it's still there. If that one is there, I think we're in for a little treat, because there's a lot of cool equipment that we can use there, and bigger equipment too, and I'm excited for that. Not gonna lie. It also gets me a little scared, because I think there's going to be a lot of work to do, but being worried about a lot of work has never stopped me from taking on that job. So I will see how that goes. Let's drive, yeah, let's drive here. That's fine. Let's see how that goes after I send this worker on its next job. Wow, it appears that this is an even bigger field than the one that we just did, and I'm pretty happy to say, yeah, worker, take care of this. Gonna get done? Bye, worker. Good seeing ya. Don't miss anything. Help reduce block by an object. No, I'm really far away. Anyways, that guy can go, and we can figure out what contract we're talking about if it's still there. It's not this one. Let's see. Should be pretty obvious which one I want. Is it this one that's square baler? Square baler and picker up with tether and make bales for wholesale. Use the equipment, mow the grass. Yeah, 11,000. I don't see a problem, because this one is probably the easiest job we're going to do, and we have a lot of big equipment pieces that we can use here. So yes, please borrow the items. 11,000. We are going to field 164. Let's go connect everything. Gosh, look at this. Look at these big boys that we get to drive with. That is pretty exciting. The only thing that we don't get in this case is a tractor that does the mowing and the swathing at the same time. But then, hold on, I'm pretty sure that Krone Big M, I think that's what it's called, does the swathing for you. It doesn't need anything special. Let's turn this one off, but beautiful big machines. Probably a little too big for the map itself, but that's fine. I'm going to use this guy to pull my fertilizer out of the way, because we may just be able to do what we need to do, but I don't know. Let's just connect you to the front and maneuver you out of this area. Do I really not have a connector up here? That is, I'm gonna hope that we can fit through there. All I need is the big M to get out of here, and the rest we can figure out later. Yeah, that was just a terrible job. I am pretty sure you can swap with this. Oh, but we have to hay. We have to make hay first, so that's not gonna work right away. 160 what? 164 is what we want. Okay, where are you? 164 is all the way at the end there. That's fine. Follow me would be a very nice addition, but we don't have that right now, and let's not complain about that too much, because it is what it is, and life will move on. Beautiful machinery right here. Let's take this shortcut. There you go. I considered using a flatbed or low boy or similar on this map, but honestly, that would require a very long lorry. Lorry, is it? Yeah, truck. Just a semi-truck. Would require a pretty big truck, and we really don't have room for that here. And if I use a lorry with a tractor, would it really make such a big difference than just driving on these roads? I don't think so. I believe there are a couple pieces of equipment that are really slow, yes, and then sometimes you can make one trip with multiple implements instead of multiple trips with one implement, and that's fine. Oh, interesting. This contract uses the wholesale that I placed not too long ago. I like that it randomizes it that way. That's actually kind of cool, but it wasn't fully expected, but that's fine. So today we're gonna mow. Let's get to the field. So here you go. Let's see what this guy does. I'm not sure if this one had the cabin come up, but maybe it does. Nope, doesn't look like it. Turn that on. Make sure I'm pretty sure it swaps, and I think I can swap it to the middle. Then I can hay it all together easier. I think it's wide spreading. I don't want that. Lower, no, not fold more, not that. Activate cruise control, speed. None of these are helpful. What is my work mode? Up engine, fold, loan, toggle map, view, activate cruise control, speed. It's not on my controller, sadly. So change cruise control, activate cruise control, turn off mower or more. That is, oh, can I not do it while I'm, yes. I can't do it while it's actually running. That's nice. Toggle map view, no. Cruise control, no. Toggle work mode there, left. Swap dropping, left swap, right swap. I want left swap because that would mean I can make one big swap. What the? Oh, interesting. It actually... the left one is swapping. That's not what I wanted. Turn it off, and then left. Not the whole thing. Come on. Turn off that one. Okay, lift everything up. Thank you. Then, where is it? Work mode. Yes, left. Right swap, white spreading, swap dropping. So swap just going to drop it in the middle. I think that's what we want because it will still reduce the amount of tethering that we have to do once we're done with everything. Wow, it takes a really long time for the back to actually come down, but at least this thing is pretty fast. Actually speeding over this. If we had a normal mower, it's not going to move this fast, so I'm happy with that. And yeah, this should help a little bit. We don't need a lot of extra grass, and I think are we getting paid by the bale or are we getting paid by the leader? That's something that's actually an interesting question to answer, because if we get paid by the bale, then it does not matter how well we cut, because we're probably not going to get in a full extra bale out of this. If we get paid by the volume, we want to get every single drop, even of pieces of grass that are not part of the field. And as you can see, the field ends pretty much where my tires are, but I'm taking on a little more grass from the outside. And yes, here we are definitely going to mow the outside first, because you don't want to run over your crops, whatever you do. And then you slowly work to the inside of the field. As the headland. And after the headland, I would like to try to lift these up and lower these, but honestly, I'm a little scared that they're too slow. But let's see how this goes. Alright, I trust that the worker can finish this, because I would like to get the next tractor prepped for the next piece of this operation. Because that's not going to be, well, it's going to be straightforward, and it's going to be not straightforward, because I want to attach this guy to the front. That's important. If I can't do that, we have another problem, but there we go. Get you there. You don't even have to attach any other way, because all I need from you is to be lifted up. There you go. That's all I need. And this tractor is obviously fast enough. You can only go 32. 32 forward. Okay, remember that, because we want to get whichever tractor is faster on the bale loader when we get there. Right now I don't know which one that is. Maybe they're both the same. Maybe the Fendt is faster. Maybe the Fendt isn't faster. No idea. No clue. But we'll figure it out. That's not the problem. But this is what I wanted to do. Why? Because, well, we need to get all of this equipment out there, and the less trips we can take, the better. Can we see stuff? We can see some stuff. Does that count? I don't know. I'll see you on the field. So I realized something. Because I have this swap combiner in the back, I have two options. I could take all the swaps and turn it into one big swap right at the beginning, and then swap it again just one more time. after I throw the tether over it, but that feels a little unrealistic and weird. It's already unrealistic enough that that I windrowed everything together and then I'm going to tether it, because that's not how you make hay. There's a big hole in the ground here, apparently. That's not how you make hay at all, not even a little bit. So I'm not even stretching the truth. I'm just doing what I want to do here, and that's all there is. Can I just get this tether attached to the front, please, or detached from the front? Then move this thing around. Then get you moving. Please and thank you. Come on. I'm pretty sure the worker is done now with this part of the field. There wasn't much left. Unfold you, and now we're going to see if we can do everything that we need to do. It is a pretty wide tether. I think making this a swap was completely useless because it's going to spread it out again this big. Or is it? No, it's going to mostly leave it in the middle. The only thing that's surprising is the tether is a lot slower than the mower, but hey, whatever. We're going to use the swap maker. Is it a swap maker? It's not a windrower, really. This one is called, not the one that I have right now. Not the tether. The other thing that I was pulling in, it's like a swap maker, a swap merger, something like that. I think that's what it's called, at least. Anyways, we're going to use that one to make one big swap out of two of these swap that exist currently, and I think that will be fine. And we'll just go from there, because that will be fun and useful and all that stuff. I don't know. It should just speed up the process a little bit. That's all I'm after here. Here's the thing. I feel that this is just the right amount of work, of repetition. This field is just right sized to be fun, but also to let you actually experience all of the machinery in the way that it was designed to be. And that is perfect for me. Is this a little repetitive? Yeah, but it's also giving you a little bit of money, so you have to work for it. It's not just free right away. I'm just stuck, really. Can I? What are the odds? Am I going to get this thing? Yes. Okay, I'm free. Can I get you in there? Great. No, I'm just saying it is. It's just the right amount of everything that I want out of this game, which is why I enjoy this game. And maybe just a little more, which is totally fine. Let's see what a swappy thing is. Okay, I want you to be on the left. That's good. I will try to cheat a little bit and make a mega swap. Mega swap is awesome because it allows you to get all your bales in a row. The only problem with that is when you want to pick up your bales later on, it takes a little longer because the bale loader is slow. It just has to collect one and then has to put it somewhere and then has to collect another one and has to put it somewhere and so on. You'll probably see what I'm talking about. If you just do one swap at a time, then it's almost collecting in the perfect amount of time, but that's not what we're going to do here. There's a little bit of swap just outside of the swap area that was a tiny bit weird, but that's okay. We'll just see if we can make it really nice and big. If we can't, that's fine. At least there will be at least 2 of them per swap, maybe 4. Yeah, no, I'm doubling that because There's no sense in only adding one at a time because you have to come from the outside each time. And coming from the outside, earlier I made a mistake. I did not do the outside lap first, and that caused a little bit of a headache. I don't know if you saw that, but I think if I would have tethered the outside first, it would have been a little easier to get everything collected the way that I wanted it to. But that's fine. This should be a relatively quick process, but we'll see if Mega Swap exists when we're done with this. As I'm completing the last piece here, I remembered one big disadvantage of Mega Swap. There are two Mega Swaps here. I don't know if this will work the way I want it to, because generally Mega Swap is too wide for your baler pickup. Doesn't matter for which ones, unless you use the modded ones that have the windrow, are the windrowers? No, yes, the windrowers in the front. Otherwise, you probably have to take multiple trips with them, and at this point, I'm pretty sure I took more trips to swap this up than I would have done if I would have just swapped it up like a normal person. So, yeah, just one more thing to show that if you do something for the first time again in a long time, sometimes it just doesn't work out. What are you? Let's see if we can persuade this guy, because I'm pretty sure the contract is not done yet. How are you stuck? I mean, how did you manage this? This seems like just you tried to make this worse. But at least most of the field is done. I don't think all of it is done, and I think if this is the only piece that's not done yet, then we have a good chance of this contract being already done. Yeah, 9%. Have I said done enough yet? I don't know. Maybe. But we want this fent. You can go 39. I think they both go in the same speed. So a question that I had at the very beginning, which one is faster, the fent or the class, does make a difference, because I think the speed is the same, so they can both take the bale loader with them, which is great. I'm pretty sure I've never used this baler in particular, which, hey, I haven't used a lot of the balers in this version of Farming Simulator yet, so I'm not surprised by this. I was doing a test for a little while. We'll see if I wanted to make a video about that, but in the end, it just felt like baling is there. There's not a lot in Farm Sim that you need a tutorial for. There's a lot in Farm Sim that you actually need to try at least once, and then you know what to do until the next time you forget. But generally, there's no complication. There's just a one way to do it very often. Sometimes there are multiple ways to do it. Sometimes you can build really cool looking trains. I'm thinking of the mower to windrower type thing connection, or mower and forage wagon, or those types of things are pretty fun to look at for sure. But overall, there's a very small finite number to do things, and you can generally do them right only one way, and it's not that complicated to figure out what the right way is. Probably doesn't make sense what I'm talking about, but I think if you really try, you can figure out what I'm saying. 62 kilometers per hour. Interesting. All right, so now we go around here. Let's unload, or unfold this one. You see the size of those swaths? I would be very impressed if this baler can pick that whole thing up in one go. It's also going to spit out the bales, which is nice. But I think, just to be smart, let's just half this. And then on the way back, we'll do the other half of these mega swaths. It's just, it's just the way it is. I wish it was a little different, but big swaths are not the answer. I can promise you that. Yeah, that's fine though. Yeah, I always got to take some screenshots here. I told you it's one of the things that you have to do if you want to make a video, and I am. Yeah, this is it. I don't have a chance to pick up the whole swath. 2, maybe 3 swaths is the max. If you go past that, you're just you're just asking for trouble. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Don't do what I did. Nope, don't do it. One of the few small things that I didn't think of, FS 22 now allows you to change the bale sizes. I guess I could have done the bigger bales, so I had to have less bales to pick up, but it's very clearly way too late to think about that now. There are some places where I missed a couple swaps, but honestly, unload this. Honestly, there's not enough. I would like to not have that one sitting here. Can I squeeze that out, please? Kind of like that. There you go. Just want to get rid of that one. So, yeah, you could have made bigger bales so you have less volume to worry about later on, but I didn't. So here we are. I will have to pick up all of these with the big bale loader wagon. I do hope there's only going to be one load because we don't need multiple loads. Let's get the wagon and we'll head back here. And of course, we are back. Here's our trailer. Beautiful. Looks the same, I think, in 15, 17, 19, and 22. I really appreciate the big Anderson ones for the round balers. One, they can haul a lot more. And 2, they are faster, I want to say. I don't know, maybe they're not. But let's just get started. Again, this thing takes a little longer to load these bales one at a time, so we're just gonna go a little random here, back and forth until we have all the bales on the cart. Yeah, I called it a cart. As you can see, it would have been a lot smarter to increase the bale size, but too late now. So let's take this one to the drop-off point and then get the second load, because I don't think it's more than 2, at least I hope not. And, well, on the other hand, going with the smaller bales maybe gives us a little extra money, because we will maybe have a couple more extra bales left over at the end. That wasn't real English, but I think you know what I was trying to say. I would call this a job well done, because we did all the things that we need to do, I hope, unless the game... Oh, there we go. Job's finished, and we make a little extra money. Beautiful. 9,000 in extra money? That was totally worth it. Wow. Yes. Another moneymaker. Let's check how the contract here is going. I'm hoping that it's complete. 96%. Wonderful. Let's fix that really quick. But yeah, no, that baling job essentially doubled the money that we got for just completing it. And I am more than happy to do that again. That was totally worth it. I like it. Like, I wasn't used to contracts making that much money, but then again, I usually play on the hard difficulty, and then I think it's about a third of that money that you get, which makes total sense, and it's totally fair. But yeah, no, just a pleasant surprise. This contract is done. Yeehaw! Let's just complete this little corner here. Don't have to leave this, because we want them to hire us again, right? At some point. This is not the perfect way to do it, but it's more because the worker did its own way and did it wrong. Anyways, we got all things done. Let's see how much money we have when we're done with it. We are another 16,000 on top of this. We are 33,000, 16,000. Wow, we're at almost 50,000. That's amazing. Look at that. Even with renting the big machineries, we have more than enough money left over. And I think 48,000 is the magic number for one of the properties that I wanted to look at. I think right now is a perfect time to stow our cultivator there, because it is kind of here. It's kind of in this area. There are 3 locations that I would consider. One is a little more rundown and older, and I like it a lot better. One is a lot nicer, and one is just a little smaller. I think I'm going to go with the rundown version because it's awesome. Where is it? Well, if we look on the map right now, and I'm pulling it up, and I know is it even readable on here? Honestly, no, you can't read it. There are 4 existing farms here, 4 pre-produced farms that I kind of like, that are all really nice. One of them currently does not. The gates don't work. I don't know why. It was mentioned, so I hope the mod maker is fixing that eventually. But there are just a handful of them, and I think I'm going to show you all of them right now. I hope the episode is not too long already. It's really hard to gauge how long the episodes are, because there's a lot of time lapses in here, and the time lapses, I can only control so much of how long things are going to be at the end. The first farm is coming up right here on the left. This field, you see that? There's a lot of gates here. Let's just open this. Thank you. A lot of gates, a lot of sheds, but no animals, and there's a tiny bit of extra space in the back here. That's pretty nice, and you can probably put some animals here, but overall, this whole farm looks way too modern in my mind. That's the first one that we can look at. The second one is right next to it. It looks very similar. The only difference is that it is a little smaller. It's this gate right here. So you have, it's more like Estancia La Pacho. I hope I said that right. Looks very similar. It just says this little round house. It doesn't look like Estancia La Pacho. It's the color of this house that makes me think of that. Everything else does not look like it at all. But again, you have a lot of gates, and all these gates open very nicely. And that's pretty cool. Do these little doors open? No, they don't open, but you can climb them. So that's good. But you have all of this, and none of the farms here have a silo attached to it. Oh, the garage doesn't open. Too bad. But those are the first 2. I think this one is 27,000 to one next to us. The first one of 48,000. Not terrible. But the last one that I'm considering, because the 4th one currently does not have gates opening. And that's the only problem. The last one I'm considering, which I think I'm leaning towards just a little more, is on the map. It's called GR4. It's coming up right on our left after this little construction zone. Very nice. Look at that detail. Yeehaw. Very cool. But no, this is the last one. It's a little more rundown. It's a little older. It's a little more homey looking. So if you look at this, there's not as much area taken over there, but then there is space over here for animals and for a silo, potentially, once we have the money for it, if we need a silo. There's enough storage room over here for whatever we need. There's even storage in there. there's a field already out in the back that we can use. Well, we have to buy the field first, obviously, but it's already there. There's some lumber here that we can't do anything with. You're not going to chop that lumber with an axe. Sorry, buddy. That's not how that works. What is this? Who made these planks? Cool. Anyways, those are the 3 farm pieces that I'm considering. And honestly, I'm going to go with... Come back next time if you want to see which one of the farms we have picked, because all of them are pretty cool. Anyways, I thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we have some money now, so we got to spend it, and then we got to make more money, because that's how this game works. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Bye.